Testing 1 2. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. We're in Photoshop. We're in Adobe Bridge. And we're going to be doing some night shots today. We're going to be doing some night shots and some day shots. Trust me when I say this property is gorgeous. And no, you more than likely cannot afford it. So don't even ask. Let's look at the basic images and the advanced images. Here's the basics. We're going to do the same thing as always. Here we go. We're just going to take a quick look. And as you can see already, it's a very nice property. That is a golf course or something. This is a lanai or something. This is what appears to be a bathroom of some sort. Here's another bathroom. That is a night shot. We need it to look like it's at nighttime. I don't want you going crazy with the brightness and making it look like it's daytime. Again, it's supposed to be a night shot. Thus, the title of this video, Night Shot. Are you starting to get it? Are you beginning to understand? Are you beginning to understand anything at all? Look at this. How majestic this property is. I bought this property about 2 weeks ago for like $850,000. It was chump change. I got a really good deal on it. I'm going to wait about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to wait about another month, and I'm basically just going to wait for the market, the housing market, to increase the prices another 4 or 5 times. You know, that way I make more money when I sell it. I'll make like probably 7 times what I bought it for. So, you know, that means more money for me. Yeah, that's why you need to buy property, little Jimmy. That's why you need to have assets in your financial portfolio. If you pay attention to the advice that I give to you about Photoshop and financial independence, you will go very far. You will go very, very far. Possibly one day you'll never be like me. I mean, that's just not going to happen. But one day you could possibly have a very strong financial portfolio with properties and shares in the stock market that make you lots and lots of money. I make lots and lots of money using Photoshop. I get lots and lots of money from sponsorship deals and endorsements for this live stream broadcast channel. Have you heard of PetSmart? Have you heard of Dunkin' Donuts? They are the sponsors of today's show. I partnered up with PetSmart because they are awesome. We're going to get right into it. But PetSmart literally has every kind of animal you could possibly want. They have every kind of animal that people should never, ever own. People like to take wild animals and domesticate them and keep them as pets for some reason. If that is you, then you need to go to PetSmart, because you can get anything you want there. It does not matter how exotic it is. They literally have every kind of animal there. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. If you like cats and dogs, they have that. If you like goldfish, they have that. If you like lizards and iguanas, if you're one of those weird people, they have that. Maybe you want a pet monkey. Maybe you want to show off a chimpanzee to your guests when they come over. I don't know. You are weird. I don't want to know what kind of animals you're trying to domesticate. It's very bizarre. It's very, very bizarre. But if that's you, you can go to PetSmart. If you need food for your animal, like, food for your bird, they have that. They have bird seed. Maybe you have several birds flying around your apartment. I don't know. Maybe you need fresh cat litter because your apartment doesn't smell quite bad enough just yet. So you and your 15 cats need to go get some cat litter so it doesn't smell quite as bad. And make sure you have a cage for your bird. Yeah, they have that as well. It's awesome. It is awesome. Luckily for you guys, I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts this morning when I got up at 5 a.m. While you were still asleep like a bum. I was up at 5 driving in my Lambo to Dunkin' Donuts to get coffee and donuts, because that's pretty much what they're known for. They're known for their coffee and donuts. They make the best donuts in the world. I got a few glazed donuts, and I think even one with sprinkles on it. Yeah, that's awesome. But what separates me from you is I don't gorge on donuts because I have a little something called self-control. I have self-control, so I'm not going to get diabetes. You don't have to worry about that with me. Self-control is very important. I know the donuts from Dunkin' Donuts taste very, very good. Believe me, I experienced that earlier today at 5:15 in the morning. This one over here is open 24 hours. I don't think that they should be open 24 hours just to serve diabetics like you at 2 o'clock in the morning because you're up all night playing video games or doing whatever weird stuff you do. I think that they should close 10 o'clock at a normal, reasonable hour. But apparently people like you have to have donuts at midnight. Thus, the whole diabetes talk right now, the self-destruction talk that I'm trying to stop you from pursuing. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. Another thing that we're talking about is people, very old people on a golf course right now. That's also what we're talking about. So, if you're just tuning in, we're using Camera Raw to make basic adjustments to raw photos. Yeah, I know. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot to handle when you have the brain of a goldfish like you do. Again, speaking of goldfish, if that's the pet that you like to, if you, a goldfish, like to have other goldfish as pets, and you need goldfish food, head on over to PetSmart. They have all the food that you're going to need for pets, like fish, like goldfish, like you. If you need food for yourself, go to PetSmart because you are a fish. You have the brain of a lizard, a very small, tiny lizard. That is you. That's why you cannot control yourself from eating Dunkin' Donuts all the time. It's very, very sad. It's a very sad state of affairs here, folks. And I'm not going to remove them. Even this guy wearing the pink shirt, he's going to stay there. And I'm going to call this Lake and Golf View. Why? Because it is a view of a lake and the golf course. Are you starting to understand why we do the things that we do here. Do you get it yet? This image looks like crap. I have to change the colors. I have to change the color temperature, little Jimmy. Stay focused, little Jimmy. Little Jenny. Little Timmy. Little Timmy, it's daycare again. I get to play babysitter because you don't know how to use Photoshop. So basically I'm just gonna babysit all the little mental defectives like you, because you don't know how to use Photoshop. Yeah, it's kindergarten all over again. I thought we had graduated kindergarten and moved on to first grade, but no. We are back in preschool, basically. We have taken several steps back since the last international, worldwide live stream broadcast that was conducted on this channel. Do you remember? Do you remember 2 days ago? Can your brain remember and retain that much information? Apparently the answer is no, because we have gone back in time to where we were kindergartners, and that's basically where we are at again. You need to, develop some IQ points here. I am going to ask you to develop some IQ points. If that's even possible for you. Is it possible? The answer is probably no. Oh, boy. It's very sad. It's very sad how good I am and how pathetic the rest of the world is compared to me. It's just pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic. Okay. Back to the task at hand. If you can focus for about 14 seconds. 14 seconds. I'll show you what I'm doing. I hit select sky. Now I hit select inverse. And I'm just going to paint this in because it's too overexposed. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to use that existing layer and I'm just going to brush it in. Just like that. Then I'm going to go up to select and inverse it one more time. I want to lower the darkness or the exposure or brightness of the sky. It needs to resemble something of a night sky. Even though it's not 100% nighttime. I know. We still have to make it look like it is nighttime. That is what I'm getting paid tens of thousands of dollars to do. Have to lower that down to 4K. Pop in a mask. I'm gonna brush this in. Watch. I'm just clicking it a few times. Your mouse on your desk, not your iPad. Put your iPad away. We're not using the iPad in Lightroom today. You're using Photoshop, Jimmy. Stick with me. Stick with me. Pay attention, Jimmy. Okay. Something is selected. Something's happening. Here we go. Select sky. Okay. I need some saturation. And it looks okay. It looks all right. All right, let's move on. Let's zoom in. Make sure there's not trash and garbage on the ground. Kind of like your apartment with birds and cats. That's the look that we want to avoid. We want to avoid how it looks at your apartment. It's not very attractive. People don't want to come over because it smells like, cat crap and kitty litter. Oh, boy, look at this. Look at this. Look at the job that my photographer did. Look. He's off his rocker lately. Does this look bright enough to you Does that look bright? Does that look bright? No, they're all dark. And I only have how many, Jimmy? Little Timmy, how many can you count? 1, 2, 3. And there's a note right here. It says remove iron. Look. Remove iron from the closet. This is what they're talking about. This is what the agents are requesting me to do without even paying me more money. That's a joke. Let me turn that down. This is a joke. I'm looking on my invoice right now, and it says nothing about an additional charge for removing the iron from a closet. In other words, I'm not getting paid to remove that iron. Yeah, they're literally asking me to do it for free. They're asking me to remove that thing for free without paying me more money. The realtor is going to receive a surprise bill in the mail from me, along with a handwritten note from my assistant asking her, why did you not pay me money to do that? I'm going to do it. I'm going to remove it anyways. Because I am in the business of helping peasants, apparently. Peasants like you that cannot afford this property that I own. This property that I bought. And then I'm going to sell for a massive profit. Yeah, you wish you could afford it. You can't. Well, do you have $8.7 million to buy this? If you have $8.7 million to buy this home, you can buy it. I'll sell it to you. Heck, I'll give you 2% off. I'll give you 2% off, bucko. What do you say? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, you don't have the money. You're going to have to go to the bank. You're going to have to beg and plead. Oh, Mr. Bank, please give me a loan. I don't have $10 million in the bank. I'm a peasant. I am a peasant. Won't you buy this for me and then help me make payments on it over time, Mr. Bank? Oh, it's pathetic. It is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I've never, ever had to take out a loan. You know why? Because I'm financially savvy. I basically make my own money. I basically print my own money. I mean, that's the level of what we're talking about here. We're talking about financial excellence, and we're also talking about how dark and crappy this room looks. This bathroom that my photographer just for some reason cannot comprehend how to take a proper exposure now. He's lost his mind, folks. He no longer has a brain, apparently, just like you. Just like you, he does not have a brain. And yes, I have to shame him on the internet some more. Apparently, he still has not learned his lesson, and this still looks like crap. It looks like garbage to me. Oh gosh, it doesn't look good. Everything's way off. Look. It just, oh boy. Can I read? No, well, no. I was going to be the nice guy and bring in this light a little bit more, but I'm over it. I'm over real estate agents not cleaning the glass in the bathroom where people apparently just spit all over the mirrors because they're animals. That is a very odd painting right there, but apparently everybody is just some sort of Tasmanian devil when they brush their teeth in the morning, and they can't just spit in the sink. They have to I don't know. They just have to spit all over the mirror here and say, screw it. Have the guy using Photoshop remove all the crap. And apparently they get very excited at that thought. They get excited at the thought of making a mess and having to have me clean it all up. They are a joke. They are an absolute joke. They are not really adults. They're basically children like you. They're basically kindergartners like you, little Jimmy. Because you're still using your iPad and Lightroom. That's why we're here today. We're here to teach you how to use Photoshop to edit what? That's right. Real estate photos. You actually got it. I knew you could do it. That's step one. Again, I am proud of you. I'm going to clap once. Because you earned it. You earned a clap. Maybe in the future you will get 2 of those. I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. You have disappointed me in every other aspect so far. That's a reflection right there, but I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna stay there because nobody will ever see it. But back to you. You have disappointed me in every area of Photoshop so far. I'm gonna save this as Main Bath 2. I'm gonna save it as a JPEG. It does not look very good in my opinion. Let me double check. Yes, I have them saved. All those JPEGs so far. I have them all saved in the proper folder. Directories, file structure, and folder management. I know those are big words. Stay with me. It's very important to have good organizational skills for pretty much anything in life. If you want to make $1 million this year, you need to be very organized and financially savvy, like me. Yes. Like me. Again, I'm going to go up to image size. I'm going to pop in a mask after I resized it. And I'm just going to brush that in a little bit. It's just slightly overexposed. No reason to go crazy. Oh, they removed the mirror. Oh, look at that. They removed it this time. Maybe they knew that they were about to receive a bill in the mail for $5,000. An additional charge, bringing their sum total to $21,500 for this property to be edited by me. It's not a lot of money. They can afford it, unlike you. They actually have a little bit of money, so I have some semblance of respect for them. Again, unlike you, you have made horrible life decisions your entire life. Things that are beyond questionable, like buying parakeets and cats and trying to own a pet monkey. That's probably you. Yeah, that's probably you. It's very weird. It is very, very weird behavior. I don't think that you need more pets. But if you do want more pets, be sure to head down to PetSmart, today's proud sponsor of the video. Today's proud sponsor of this international, successful live stream worldwide broadcast here on the world's #1 website. The world's #1 website, YouTube. It is amazing, folks. I'll probably be partnering up with Google next time, sometime next week. We're currently in the middle of contract negotiations. So the next time you tune in, you may see a dozen Google logos plastered all over the screen. if that happens, you have no idea how much money I will be making. You literally can't even count that high. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. Again, Google is amazing. This property that I own that I'm going to sell for $14 million is awesome. Again, we need it to look like a night shot. It's not quite nighttime. I get it. It's more of like a very, very dark dusk. Something like that. It doesn't matter though, Jimmy. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. We have to make it look like it's like it's nighttime. Okay? Now, if you want to stick with me, we can get through this. We can get through today's babysitting session. Yeah, we can get through today's babysitting session. Me having to babysit you all day long while your parents slave away at some dead-end corporate job so they can buy you PlayStation and junk because you won't stop whining about video games. Instead of paying attention to your schoolwork, Photoshop, yeah, that's why you're here. You won't pay attention to what actually needs to be taken care of. I have to babysit you. I have to babysit you until your parents come and get you. Because you can't learn anything, can you, little Jimmy? Little Timmy, little Tiffany, little Jenny, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Where are your parents at? Is it time for them to pick you up yet? You're not even paying attention. You're not even paying attention. You're here to learn Photoshop. That's it. No other reason. I'm taking out all my frustration on this keyboard. This keyboard is very expensive. It's over $4,000. How much is your keyboard? You probably went and got it at Best Buy or something for like $20. Some cheap plastic thing. Plastic. Yours was probably made in China. Mine was made in Germany. It was literally handcrafted by like 10 people. It was custom made. Do you really think that a normal keyboard that the peasants use would be able, would be adequate for someone like me? No, I have a custom layout on my keyboard. Things are arranged differently than how it is for peasants like you. Yeah, that's why it was custom made. Because you are a peasant and I'm not. I mean, it's pretty simple. I create greatness with everything I do. And that tool, if you can pay attention, this tool, it's called the pen tool. It's very easy to understand. And I'm just going to brush that in like that. I'm in a rush, and I'm feeling very frustrated that I have to deal with you. And even though, oh boy, hold on. I'm not satisfied with this. I'm just not satisfied with this. I'm going to paint it in a little bit more. I'm going to merge those together. Grab the blur tool. Yeah, look. It's blurring it. It's blurring the edges. And again, if you look at the mirror, you will notice that we have animals that were living in this house, apparently. Animals that have to spit all over the mirror when they brush their little goblin teeth. Yeah, their little goblin teeth. Because apparently they're not human, they're just some sort of beast, some sort of animal that belongs in a zoo. Hey, maybe PetSmart sells animals like these. Maybe you want to go buy whatever animal it is that spits all over the... Again, do not ask me. Maybe you want to buy whatever this animal is that spits all over a mirror. You know, because they don't have enough sophistication to spit in this right here. This thing. Look. Watch. Look at this. Oh, look, Jimmy. This area, I've highlighted it with a pink box. It's hard for you not to notice bright colors. That's why I used bright colors, because you're a mental defective. Look, this is the area that people for some reason cannot spit into when they brush their teeth. They have to spit all over the mirror, and I have to clean it up. It's disgusting. I'm not in waste management. I'm not in that field. This is not the area of waste management. Is this perfect? Is this final image perfect? No, it's not even final. Stop saying ridiculous things. I'm going to save it out, though, because it's a good base. And, of course, we're going to come back to it. And we're going to move right on to the what is this? View one night. That's what this is. Here we go. Pay attention. We're in camera raw again. I'm just kind of cranking up the values slightly, making sure the color temperature is okay. We've got some nice purples. We've got some nice blues. I kind of like where the direction is headed, so we're going to continue in that direction. Just ever so slightly. We're going to change these values. Okay. That's a good base. I'm going to drag it on there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit select sky again. I know. It's a lot to take in. Apply a mask. Brush in that mask. Brush it in down here. Feather it. Feather it, Jimmy. Okay. It's not bad. I have to admit. My work is excellent. This is a rock. And that's good enough. There's a lens flare here. Will it do anything good? Let's see. No. Wait. It's good enough. We're moving on. Again, we're on a golf course for some reason. Apparently, the elderly love to play golf. They love golf. And I'm sure they don't start their day without a classic hot coffee. A hot black coffee from none other than today's sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sure, I am positive that the elderly that love to play golf do not start their day without a piping hot... What is happening? Okay. The elderly do not start their day without a piping hot cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. That's today's show. Today's sponsor. It's PetSmart and Dunkin' Donuts. As you can see, the kids love Dunkin' Donuts. They say, Mommy, Daddy, can we go to Dunkin' Donuts today, this morning, before you drop me off at kindergarten, where I'm going to slack off and do nothing all day? And they say, yes, Jimmy. Yes, we will get you completely hopped up on sugar, caffeine, donuts. You're going to get diabetes, you're going to be obese, and you're going to sit there like a defective slob at your Photoshop class today, Jimmy. Yes, we will stop at Dunkin' Donuts, today's sponsor of this international worldwide broadcast. It is wonderful, folks. I just want to thank your mom and dad for getting you all jacked up on donuts and, black coffee with like 15 grams of sugar in it before dropping you off at today's Photoshop lesson. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Oh boy, stop saving it as a JPEG. Photoshop, PSD, done. Just like that, everything is perfect and back on track. Unlike you, you're still off the rails. That's probably because you ate 14 jelly donuts right before you came here. And now you feel like taking a nap, but guess what? Guess what? It's not nap time. I'm not going to allow you to sit here and slack off any more than you already have. You are pathetic. I need you to wake up. Wake up. Wake up, little Jimmy. Wake up, little Timmy. We're still editing professional real estate photography for whiny real estate agents. That's what we're doing today. Okay? Are you here? Timmy, are you even here? Did you wander off into traffic? Where are you? You're here. Hello. Put the iPad away. It's not time for Cartoon Network. Pay attention. Look. Things are moving quickly on the screen. That should be able to hold your attention. Look, I'm using the polygonal lasso tool around this shape. It's a square. You can handle this. I know. I've seen you do it, Jimmy. I've seen you do it, little Timmy. Look. Again, don't use the lasso tool when you're making selections. Just use the pen tool. You cannot handle this tool. It makes everything blocky when peasants like you use it. I am not a peasant. I am a wizard. I can get away with it. I know how to use it well enough to create a good enough result. And not only will it be good enough, it will literally be perfection. The definition of the word itself. Take out your dictionary. I'll give you 20 seconds to grab it. You have precious few seconds to grab your dictionary. Okay. You got your dictionary. Now look up the word perfection. Again, it's going to take a while. I know, you're slow. There you go. P, yeah. P is for perfection. It starts with the letter P. Look it up. P-E-R-F. Very good. Now, what does it say next to the word perfection? That's right. It says none other than Mr. 10 Million. Mr. 10 Million. Why does it say Mr. 10 Million next to the word perfection in the dictionary? My name is Mr. 10 Million because I have over 10 million Photoshop hours. Experience in Photoshop as a professional. Literally have over 10 million hours. Yeah. Oh boy, I have to delete that. I didn't feather the mask. It's good enough. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to move on. Even though it doesn't really matter that we're going to move on because you're still going to stay pretty much stuck the whole time, aren't you? Yeah. Look, I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. I'm hoping that the day goes by fast as fast as possible. That way your parents can come pick you up from daycare, kindergarten. That's pretty much what this is. It's called, I guess we're just going to have to rename this class from becoming a master at Photoshop. We're just going to have to rename it Photoshop Kindergarten, Daycare, Preschool for mental defectives named Jimmy or Timmy. That's going to be the name of this class. Yeah. So we're moving on. Moving on to what? Bedroom 3. You have to name your Photoshop documents. Okay? I need you to do that for me. Yeah. I need you to pay attention. If for some reason you're feeling a little tired. I know you're not, because you're completely jacked up on caffeine, donuts, and sugar. I mean, jeez. But for anyone else out there that didn't go already to Dunkin' Donuts today, you should stop by Dunkin' Donuts. They are now running a limited time special, a limited deal where you can pick up 36 glazed donuts for only, how much is it? Hold on. I have to look at the sheet. For only $7.49 for 36 glazed donuts. That is a phenomenal deal. That is absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't suggest eating all of that by yourself, even though I know you probably will. You lack something called motivation and self-control in life. So if you do manage to scrounge up $7.49 from underneath your couch cushions, head on over to Dunkin' Donuts. Folks, Dunkin' Donuts is delicious. They literally make the world's best donuts. If you like chocolate glazed donuts, they have that. Yeah, who doesn't? I had that this morning. I had one because I have self-control and I don't need more than that. But they were delicious. It was incredible. The coffee, it perked me right up. Got me going at 5 o'clock in the morning while you were still in bed. And it made me feel like I was ready to tackle the day as a wizard using Photoshop. That's me. If you want to be like me, you need to buy your coffee and donuts at none other than Dunkin' Donuts. Again, that special for 36 glazed donuts for $7.49 will be running until Wednesday. Folks, Dunkin' Donuts is literally what America runs on. It's not just a motto. It's not just a tagline. It's literally what America runs on. Our blood is no longer blood. It's literally dark, black Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And we wouldn't have it any other way. You know why? Because we're American. We're still the envy of the world. Yeah. That's because we have Dunkin' Donuts. That's because we have fantastic stores like PetSmart where you can go and buy chimpanzees and iguanas. It's awesome. We are literally the best. Every single country in the world hates us because they're not us. Yeah. It's a little thing called envy and jealousy. Probably what you're feeling right now as you watch me edit these images with complete excellence and precision. Complete and total precision. Now that we got the endorsements out of the way, we can focus on this one. This is called Courtyard 3 Night. Again, we have a fireplace at nighttime. These images suck to edit because why? We have multiple exposures here, and yet we have motion. Something is moving in the camera. That's why you want people to stay still when you take portraits of them, because we will get this. We will get motion. We will get motion blur, and then once we composite this bright image with this dark image, it's not going to work because it's just all over the place. If you don't understand what I'm telling you, let me show you now. Watch. I'm not even going to edit these. I'm literally just going to show you an example for your goldfish brain. Look. Okay, we have this bright one. We have this dark one. Look. Look, watch, here. Put in a mask. Fill it with black so it's not visible. Look, I'm going to paint this in, hypothetically. What happens? Look. Jimmy. Look. Are you paying attention, Jimmy? Look. You see? And if I want to get rid of that, I have to literally paint it in all the way. But what's happening It's making everything black like Dunkin' Donuts coffee that is now circulating through our body instead of blood. Okay, we got the example out of the way. So how do we do this? How do I do this as a Photoshop expert? Well, I basically look for a happy point. Look at this. There's even motion blur with the little canopy here. It's an umbrella. I know you don't know what a canopy is. It's okay. But I'm going to have to use this one. I'm going to use this one several times. I'm going to highlight, going to crank up the exposure here. And boy, wow, that motion blur. Again, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay? Not unless they pay me more money. And I know they're very, very cheap. So they're not going to. And again, if we take down the exposure and the highlights, we get this. It looks absolutely ridiculous. So be careful. Don't take it down too much, little Jimmy. Don't take it down too much. Let's see what we can do. Let's take this down to 4K. Yep. You already guessed it. You already guessed it, bucko. We're going to save it. Good job, kiddo. Now you're paying attention. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I want things to remain nice and bright and even. Let me see what I can do with this. Can I do anything with this one? I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. No, not really. It's gonna look like crap no matter what. I'll try it. I can't say I didn't try with you today, little Jimmy. Okay, oh boy, we're all over the place already. I'm pulling the eject button on this whole idea. But this is kind of what, happens. There's really nothing you can do about it. So what we end up is just a great big failure. Kind of like you. So we have to merge all onto a new layer. We have to... I'm going to remove this thing over here. Oh! Kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's okay. Nobody's going to notice that. I doubt you even noticed that. I noticed it because I am perfection. Nothing gets past my radar. Literally nothing. Okay, Jimmy. What's going to happen now is we're going to move on to this one. But before we move on to this one, what we're going to do is I am going to take a break. I'm going to leave you with the birds and the monkeys and all of the Dunkin' Donuts and coffee that you can shove down your gullet. Oh, God. Please don't eat all of the 36 glazed donuts. When I come back, I want to see at least a few donuts left in that gigantic box of donuts. Okay, please don't eat all of them. Please don't eat all the donuts. All right, we are back. Oh, looks like I forgot today's sponsors, PetSmart and Dunkin' Donuts. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I love Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm going to have to take a quick break from talking about Dunkin' Donuts because, once again, we're getting the exact same problem with this fire over here. So, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I'm just going to get right into it, right into the nitty-gritty, and hope for the best. Just going to hope for the best here, folks. Sometimes that's all you can do in life. It's just hope for the best. You know, sometimes you go to Dunkin' Donuts and they don't have your favorite flavored donut. You know, it's a huge inconvenience. I know. It can be a huge inconvenience when they're out of 57 jelly donuts. I get it. Life is hard. Oh, life can be very, very difficult when you cannot stock up on sugary donuts at Dunkin' Donuts, which is still running the fantastic deal of a massive savings. $7.49 will literally get you 36 glazed donuts. Boy, howdy, is that good. That is just a fantastic deal. I mean, I might have to stop by there later and pick up, 3 dozen donuts. You know, I mean, I don't even want it, to be honest. I mean, it's literally that good of a deal, though. How can you pass that deal up? 36 glazed donuts for less than $10? I don't even have an answer to that. Can you pass that up? Is it possible for people to pass up a deal like that? I sincerely doubt it, you know? I really doubt that anyone can pass that up. And I'm just going to have to paint this out and hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't make it too dark down there. But again, we get that. I don't even know how to describe that look that it gets when you take the exposure down so much, it just looks like total garbage. So that's what I'll call it. I'll call it total garbage. That's the technical term. That is literally the technical term. It's called total garbage. I am the one that sets the industry standards, so you don't question what I do. You literally do not question anything that I tell you. You only do what I say. As your commanding officer in this battlefield called real estate photography, your enemies are basically the real estate agents. And we need to vanquish them. They need to be vanquished and eliminated. Yes. They are such a pain sometimes, aren't they, folks? We've all had that one realtor that just says, why? Do this, do that, do this, do that. And you just want to smack them upside the head with a shovel. You just want to say, put a cork in it, lady. Look, lady, either pay me more money or put a cork in it. Okay? You're not as smart as me. Don't pretend like you are. I say that directly to them. I say it on the phone. I say it over email. I say it in text messages. You're not as smart as me. I don't know what you think you're doing. You need to be modest and humble and kneel before me. I will treat you with a tad bit of dignity if you do that. If you don't, I will eviscerate you. I will eviscerate you. And sure enough, They always kneel before me because they know what will happen if they do not. They know exactly what will happen if they don't ultimately admit that they are a mental defective. They know exactly what will happen. If they were an attorney, I would disbar them. I have that power. I would literally disbar them. Their bar license would be revoked. But since they're a real estate agent, I mean, that's a joke right there. But since they're a real estate agent, I can't take away their license unless they've broken the law somehow. I'm sure they have broken the law somehow, most of them. But I have to be able to prove that in a court of law. Trust me, I know about the law. I know how to battle in court. I have taken many people to court. I have won literally every single court case I have ever pleaded pro se. I have literally won every single one of them. They always come up to me after the court case has ended and they said, wow, we should have just done exactly what you told us to do. We are not that smart. And I said, yes, it's unfortunate that you had to learn the hard way. It's unfortunate. At least you learned the lesson and you will not repeat it. Well, you may repeat it. You might repeat it. I don't know. You might repeat the lesson. You are pretty dumb after all. But it is a hard lesson learned. And in that moment in time, at least they understand how powerful I am. At least they get that much. And that's a slight improvement. Everything I do is an improvement. But yeah, let me just get this over here. Paint it out, 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 paint it out. You don't see these tiny adjustments that I'm making, but trust me when I say they are massive improvements. Massive improvements. But back to my point about how dumb real estate agents are, they always end up admitting to me that I am better than them. They always do. This is called a Buddha statue. That needs to be removed. That needs to be removed. I am not a Buddhist, and no offense to them, but it's not what made America great. That's a fact. That's a fact, people. We're just going to have to concede to this fact. I know it's unpleasant. Unlike the result of these, oh boy, look at the roof. Look at this garbage. What an absolute joke. If they think that I'm going to do that, they need to reconsider reality, because I'm not. I'm moving on. But back to the Buddhist thing. It wasn't Buddhists that created America or Dunkin' Donuts. No. Just what it was Americans that made America. Absolutely, folks. God bless the USA. The United States of America. God bless it. God bless Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts and their glazed jelly chocolate donut. We love you, Dunkin' Donuts. We love PetSmart. All the weird pet people out there love PetSmart. All the weird people with goldfish brains love PetSmart. They love to go in there and look at cats that smell really bad. and buy lizards and iguanas and, parakeets and things like that. They love that. I don't know why. I really just do not get it. But again, if you want an exotic pet, PetSmart has you covered. If you want to order a white tiger from China, where there's only like 4 left in existence, PetSmart can probably do that. They may need the payment up front before they deliver you some sort of endangered species, but they will do that for you. I don't know how much tigers cost. Don't keep tigers at your apartment. It's not big enough. You already have enough animals there. It will probably eat all of your birds anyways, so don't do that. What else does PetSmart carry? They probably carry miniature sharks. That's actually kind of cool if they do. Do they carry sharks? I'm about to call one. I'm about to call a PetSmart right here on this live stream and ask them, do you carry sharks that have the ability to eat people? Do you have that? If so, I may buy a shark. I may buy a shark tank and put it in my backyard and literally just sit out there and watch a shark swim around, because that would be awesome now that I'm thinking about it. I think I actually have to do that. I need to start getting quotes on how much sharks cost. How much are they? I could probably just go catch one myself. I don't feel like doing that though. Although that would be a very American thing to do, is catch a shark and then bring it back to your house. That sounds very American. That's awesome. On the way home, stop at Dunkin', pick up a coffee. I think that sounds like a pretty good day to me, to be honest. Or maybe I'll just have PetSmart deliver one. Maybe I'll buy 4 or 5 sharks and have them fight each other for my pleasure. I mean, that sounds even... I mean, the ideas that I'm coming up with right now just keep getting better. This sounds very exciting. I am literally going to have shark wars in my backyard of my mansion. There's going to be a giant shark tank. I mean, that's insane. That is just crazy. Wow. I am absolutely doing that. I am totally doing that. Yes. 1-800-PetSmart. Hello. How much do sharks cost? How long am I going to have to wait for my shark tank to arrive? If it is more than 48 hours, I will be upset. I will be very upset. I need you to do a rush delivery of sharks. Can you transport them by helicopter? Will that make things faster? The planes are fast, but sometimes you can just kind of cut through traffic on a helicopter chopper. I have one of those. I'm not going to use it for the shark delivery though. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm not using my own personal helicopter to lug around sharks. That's ridiculous. That is a joke. I'm not doing that. You know what? I can wait. I can wait up to 4 days for that shark delivery. Thank you, PetSmart, for stocking and carrying sharks, apparently. That is awesome. Iguanas and lizards are lame. Buy a shark. Buy several and watch them fight each other. That is awesome. That is like gladiators. It's literally going to be gladiators in my backyard. People are going to come here and pay me money, probably like $1,500 per ticket. And I'm going to host shark fighting events. Yeah. I have to write this down. I mean, I need to start writing this stuff down. I have to finish this property so I can get my ideas down on paper. Wow. I can't believe I just thought of all that. That is insane. That is awesome. American Shark Wars. That's what I'm going to call it. American Shark Wars. And how are these turning out? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Again, not bad. We're going to move on. We're going to take a break from all of the hysteria and frenzy about sharks. And we're going to talk some more about Dunkin' Donuts, because they're paying me a lot of money to talk about them. That's what we're going to do for the next hour and a half. We're going to talk about how they make the world's best coffee. We are going to talk about how they make the world's best breakfast food. I know that you think Dunkin' Donuts is literally nothing but donuts. I'm going to have to ask you to think again, though. Think again, because you obviously have not been to Dunkin' Donuts recently or lately, because they are now offering breakfast burritos for $1.49 per burrito. That comes with hash browns. Yeah. A hash brown infused burrito. I don't even know how that works. We don't have to wonder about it, though, because we have it at Dunkin' Donuts. If you like burritos, if you like coffee, if you like donuts, and hash browns, or maybe some sort of other breakfast food, they might even carry pancakes. I don't know. I don't really eat their food. I gotta be honest. Don't tell them that. But for the audience watching, I eat Dunkin' Donuts food every day. I love it. But between me and you, I don't think it's very good. I think it's kind of overrated and even a little overpriced. But again, as far as this international worldwide live stream broadcast is concerned, I love Dunkin' Donuts. Love PetSmart too. Not as much as Dunkin' Donuts though. I cannot eat the things that PetSmart sells. I won't be able to continue to live without Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I literally, just like the motto says, I run on Dunkin'. I run on Dunkin'. Yeah. My veins are coursing with black coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. My circulatory system pumps Dunkin' Donuts coffee. That's how much I consume every day. I start my day at 5 a.m. I get in my Lambo. I drive on over. I say, hey, whoa. What just happened there? That was crazy. I go to the drive-thru. I say, hey, it's me. I'll have the usual. They fill up an extra large cup of their classic piping hot Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I say thank you so much. Wow. I take a sip. And I'm immediately relaxed. As soon as that black coffee hits my taste buds, I know the day is finally starting. My day does not start until that black coffee hits my taste buds. Boy, it immediately rejuvenates me. It gives me life. Not just energy, but life itself. A lot of people seem to think that you need water to survive. That's a lie. You need Dunkin' Donuts coffee to survive and live life. I mean, that's just a fact. Okay, you know what? I'm kind of over the interior shots at this point. I'm kind of getting sick of it, to be honest. So what I'm going to do... What am I going to do? I think I'll use this one. Okay, all right. Let's think about this. Let's come up with a strategy. Let's zoom in. Yes, I will use this one for the bright one. It is amazing how fast my brain processes these images. I said it before and I will say it again. My brain is literally a quantum computer. It is literally a quantum computer. Can you type that fast? No. No, you cannot type that fast. You are not me. 1,000 words per second. Or minute, or whatever it is. That's what I do. It's not what you do. You probably type with one keystroke at a time with your index finger, like an old woman who's 84 years old. It's not a typewriter, Grandma. It's not a typewriter. Oh, boy. This is why I need you to pay attention, Jimmy. This is why I need you to pay attention. I'm going to come back. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to lower the darkness just a little bit here. Resize that to 4K. There we go. Just like that, you're witnessing history being made right now. And wouldn't you know it? Look at the lens flare. Look at this crap. Look at these lens flares. Am I going to remove all of them? What do you think? The correct answer is no. No, I'm not going to remove all of them. I cannot be bothered to care about lens flares that much. That's a joke. That is a joke. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to just kind of zoom in here. I'm going to make a quick selection around this. Watch. This is why we use this program that I helped to make several years ago. It's called Adobe Photoshop. Oh, need to subtract that. Okay, now I'm just going to watch. I'm just going to fill that just like that. And then I'm going to bring it in, bring it out. Bring it in, bring it out. Bring it out some more. It's just a small, subtle change. This is the kind of attention to detail that I give every single image that I have ever worked on in my life. Look at the amount of lens flares everywhere. It's a good thing it's kind of dark out. That way we'll probably be able to get away with just doing kindergarten type of stuff like that, like preschool stuff. This is what preschoolers would do. You know, they would just do like some random crap like that and be like, yay, looks good. Mommy and Daddy are here to pick you up. Look at what, show them what you did today, little Timmy. You did Jack. You did nothing all day. You screwed around. And now you think you know how to use Photoshop. It's insane. I am going to definitely be having a talk with your parents when they come pick you up today from daycare. I am at my wit's end with having to sit here and tell you that you did a good job when the job you did was complete garbage. I need you to not be a 5-year-old. I need you to be a professional. I need you to be an adult. Yeah. Oh boy, it's not perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect, folks. Even though it is. Okay, we're pretty much done. I'm moving on. That is a boombox right there. That is a marlin. I think it's a dolphin or something. No, it's a tuna. Or some crap. I don't know. I don't care. We're not here to talk about fish. We're not here to talk about animals unless we're talking about PetSmart. PetSmart has you covered, folks. PetSmart has you covered. If you want to talk about animals, go do it over at PetSmart. I truly don't care at this point. I'm over it. I'm about to cancel the contract that I have with PetSmart because I am so over it. I don't care about animals or how you have 15 of them in your apartment that your other apartment tenants can smell from the outside of the building. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Let's move on, class. Let's say that we're done with this one and let's just move on. Let's hit Command S on our keyboards. Yeah. Or Control S. What does that do? Look, right here it's grayed out. It says Command S. It saves it. It saves the document. Command W closes the window that's currently open. My gosh, I have to take another break. My energy is getting, oh boy, it's getting very low. It's getting very, very low, dangerously low. Oh boy, I need some of that dark black coffee with about 50 grams of sugar to get me perked up. Get me perked up from none other than Dunkin' Donuts, people. Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin', folks. I can't say it enough. Dunkin' Donuts, we love you. We love the staff at Dunkin' Donuts. The inside of the stores at Dunkin' Donuts are pristine. I've never been inside of a Dunkin' Donuts that was dirty. I've never ever seen a cockroach in the kitchen of a Dunkin' Donuts. And that's for a reason. It's because they know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure you have cockroaches in your kitchen, though. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. The less I know about you, the better. The more you know about Dunkin' Donuts, also, the better. The more you know about their new updated breakfast menu that has hash brown burritos and pancakes and waffles, the better. The better. The more the American people know about the fantastic food that Dunkin' Donuts makes, the better. It is a win-win. Everybody wins. Because everybody gets to go to Dunkin' Donuts and chow down on hash brown waffle pancakes and breakfast burritos. And of course, their iconic American classic jelly donut. They are known for their crispy, glazed jelly donuts. They are, I believe, deep fried in the world's most expensive, luxurious oil for food for like 20 minutes. And then they take them out and they let them dry under a heat lamp, thus ensuring that when you bite into a Dunkin' Donuts trademark donut, you are experiencing an absolute delicacy. Dunkin' Donuts is a delicacy, especially outside of America. If you brought Dunkin' Donuts to India, you would probably become the next president of India, or king, or prime minister, or whatever crap they have over there. Who cares, to be honest? You know, I mean, look, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you know about Dunkin' Donuts breakfast menu. Okay? That's it. That's really it. Oh, I knew I did that. Look at this, folks. You had me so distracted by the new breakfast burrito hash brown pancake at Dunkin' Donuts that I cut right through that. I literally cut right through this, and I'm just going to connect that. Oh, I'm going to connect it. I'm going to click that. I'm going to click this. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say make selection. And there's some work to do here, people. Stick with me. There is still a little bit of work to do. It's not perfect. It will be perfect, just like Dunkin' Donuts is. It will be perfect. Oh, I gotta get that. When the real estate agents just have to have it their way and they want everything perfect, you gotta get every little nook and cranny. Or else they're gonna call you. They're gonna say wah. They're gonna say wah. And they're gonna keep saying wah. Wah, wah, wah. Why isn't it perfect? I want to sell this home that's selling for $5 million. Blah, blah, blah. You know, that's... I'm going to start charging them commission. I want 3.4% of whatever commission they make. If they make a commission of 6 or 7%, I'm taking 3.4% of their commission. This is ridiculous. The fact that I can't just get in my Lambo and go right over to Dunkin' Donuts because I have to edit this stuff right now, that's not right. That's not right. It's not okay. That's not okay. I should not have to do this right now. This should already be done. It should have taken me 20 minutes max. But since we're dealing with goldfish brains like you, I have to explain every tiny step that I do. Which means what, little Jimmy? It means it's gonna take longer. Yeah. Can't even figure that out. This is pathetic. I'm definitely having a talk with your parents. There's something wrong with you. There is something very wrong with you. It should not be this difficult to understand things about Photoshop. I don't know what kind of food your parents fed to you as a child. But I don't think it helped your mental development. I don't know. Maybe they just gave you a giant sack of sugar and that's all you ate growing up as a kid? Just a bag of sugar? When you began to cry, your parents just plopped down a big sack of sugar and you just kind of went to town until you fell asleep drooling? 20 hours later, after you are hopped up on sugar? I don't know. I don't know. But there is something very wrong here. There's something very wrong. There's something very, very wrong. And I'm just adding a little bit of color to that sky. Let's give it a little bit of drama, shall we, folks? Let's make it a little bit more like, I was going to say a night sky, but this isn't really a night sky, so I'm not going to try to artificially make it look like a night sky. Otherwise, it'll just kind of look artificial. And I am the real McCoy, so there are no imitations. Everything is genuine when it comes to me. That's how you become number one. Numero uno. That is I. Not you. And I cut right through that. Just like I cut right through my enemies. Look at that. Wow. Feather it. Always feather the mask if it's too sharp. And we got a little bit too much reds. We got a little too much yellows. So what are we going to do? We're going to pop in a hue and saturation layer, and we're going to take down the reds. We're going to take down the yellows, and then we're going to brush that in using a mask. Folks, if you're having trouble understanding anything that's happening right now, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This is literally the most basic thing in the history of the world. Well, probably not. I mean, it is to me. It's the most basic thing in the world. Let's get honest here, folks. Let's have a chit chat. Let's have a chit chat about truth and reality. Let's have a chit chat about how your child is mentally stunted and they can't understand anything about Photoshop. Oh boy, I am questioning your parenting skills right now. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. Get that little spot. Get that. Look at this. I mean, that's the level of perfection we're talking about. Zoom in. Zoom around. Pan around. Flick it. This is called flick panning in Photoshop. If you go up to your settings, general, interface, general, it's here somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Tools, enable flick panning. I'm not going to show you what it does when that's ticked off. It basically removes this wonderful, smooth, ease in, ease out. Watch this. That's incredible. Look at this. Wow. Flick panning. I don't even remember when I developed that for Photoshop. It's been so long. We've had it for so long now, since I created that. How many are there? There's 8 and there's 14 total. Now is as good as time as any to take a break. PetSmart does not take breaks, and neither do the good folks at Dunkin' Donuts. I, however, need to run over to Dunkin' and refill my gigantic quadruple extra large coffee. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back in about 45 minutes, maybe more. In the meantime, if you want to learn to use Photoshop, if you can figure out that would be great. That way, when we come back, we can use it together and I can teach you how to be a professional. But that's probably not going to happen because I know you and I just don't have much confidence. So I'm gonna run to Dunkin'. I'll be back in an hour. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, we are back. I am back, and I am feeling better than ever. Wow, Dunkin' Donuts. Let me tell you. I mean, I don't even have any words. I just got back from Dunkin', and I thought I was gonna pick up my usual, which is an extra dark black coffee, extra large, about 50 grams of sugar. No, apparently they updated their menu and they now carry some sort of iced mocha latte frappuccino thing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I had to get two. Needless to say, I am basically bouncing off the walls right now. I can barely even sit still and adjust these sliders here on camera raw. Wow, that was good. That was very good. Wow. I might have to go back and pick up another iced mocha frappuccino latte from Dunkin' Donuts. That is how good their coffee is. I don't even want dinner. I don't even care about food. All I want is coffee now. That's the effect that Dunkin' Donuts has. It's that good. So, so if you haven't already made your way to Dunkin' Donuts, I would highly suggest that you do that. Not right now. I was about to say right now. Wait until we're done learning how to use Photoshop first. Well, we will probably be here forever because that's probably never going to happen since we're talking about you. But let's at least wait till the live stream is done to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some coffee. Let's wait till the broadcast has ended, and then you can go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, how does that sound? Are you excited yet? Are you excited to get a 300-ounce cup of coffee with 2,000 grams of sugar in it? I am. I am very, very happy and excited. I am excited to know that I will need help carrying a massive cup of coffee out to my car that will not fit in my cup holder. It will literally have to be placed on the floor of the passenger seat. It's going to be that big. It's basically the size of those refillable water containers at the grocery store at like Walmart. It's that big. I mean, that's how much coffee they give you for $1.49. It's crazy. It is unbelievable the value that you get at Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, you will have to have help lugging that gigantic cup of coffee inside. It will probably last you for the next 3 weeks. For me, not quite. I need a lot of coffee to get through the day. I need a lot of coffee to babysit goldfish-brained people like you and show them how to use Photoshop. Here at daycare, here at the Kindergarten Daycare Center, as we have retitled this course, the class name. It was Photoshop Wizardry, becoming a Photoshop professional and master in Photoshop. And we had to rename it because people like you just kept showing up. So, welcome to daycare. Welcome to daycare. I apparently am your babysitter for the next 4.5 hours until your parents come to get you. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Why am I in this position? Why is somebody that has over 10 million hours in Photoshop having to babysit children like you? I don't know why. I'm asking these questions because I have to know. Oh boy, things have taken a turn for the worse here in Photoshop. Oh, look at that. Now I'm gonna have to backtrack. And I'm going to have to use that tool. I'm going to have to come over here. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to fill that in. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that and then that. If you want to know what I'm doing, you should have asked me questions like 10 hours ago when we started broadcasting on YouTube worldwide. So if you raise your hand and you ask me a question, I'm not answering it. I am literally going to ignore you. I don't feel like you're worth it. I don't feel like you deserve to know answers to questions about Photoshop at this point. You have not proved it to me. The only thing that you have proved to me is that you like to look at your iPad all day long. Why do you like your iPad so much? I do not know. It is garbage. Only children use iPad. Well, you are a child, so that comes as no surprise. That comes as no surprise. What else does not come as a surprise is the precision, the prestige, and overall excellence that I create when it comes to these real estate photos. It is unbelievable. It's not something that humans can even process. I know you can't process these things, that's for sure. You are basically hopeless. Yeah, basically hopeless. What is this over here? Did that get... Oh, no, it did not. All of the peasants keep distracting me. I don't know why. Let me control or command click the mask. That way it makes the selection active. I need to make this orchid brighter. Is that easy for me to do? Of course. Is it difficult for you to do? Of course. Will you ever be as good as me? Of course not. Will I live forever? Of course. Am I immortal? Absolutely. Is there anyone on this earth, in this realm, that could even challenge me? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Look at this. Watch. Look at how fast I'm clicking here. That's insane. Wow. That is just... it's astounding. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. Wow. I mean, it's basically perfection. I mean, that's it. Folks, you are looking at perfection. Look at how much stuff there is to do. This is why children like you whine and cry. You say, Photoshop is too difficult. I can't use that. I don't want to use layers. I don't want to use the pen tool. Jimmy, listen. I need you to stop being such a mental defective. I need you to get smart, little Jimmy. I need to be able to show your parents that there is some hope. That you're not just a house plant, you know, I mean, or a rock or something. You know, I mean, there has to be something redeemable about you. There has to be, Jimmy. Little Timmy, little Jenny. Oh, gosh. Is there any hope? No. Am I going to tell your parents that there is hope? Definitely not. I do not sugarcoat reality. When a wizard speaks, reality unfolds. And it hits most people, most peasants like you, like a ton of atom bombs or something, you know? I mean, geez, I don't even know. I really don't even know. What can I compare my greatness to? Quick answer, nothing. There's nothing else out there that can even come close to what I do. There's literally nothing. Least of all, you. You give me a headache. just thinking about you. You give me a headache. And there it goes. I literally have one now. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks a lot, little Timmy. Thanks for giving your daycare instructor a headache. Because you still don't know how to learn Photoshop. You don't know how to use it. Why can't you learn things, Jimmy? Why can't you just learn things, Jimmy? Okay. We're moving forward here. We're finishing up this image right here. There's too much yellow. There's too much reds. Saturation. I'm just gonna brush that in because I don't care. Don't need to make another mask. I've been here dealing with you for far too many hours. Need to flatten that. Need to sharpen it. Need to make it look crisp. I need to zoom in. I need to remove this. Even though it's part of the tile, I know. This luxurious, exotic tile that your peasant feet will never walk upon. I know, it's very pretty, but still, I see that. I see this, and I have to remove it. It's called perfection. It's called perfection. Here we go. Command W, Control W if you're on Windows. How many do we have? We have 9. There's 14 total. Lanai, this is a day shot, Jimmy. I need you to pay attention. I need you to pay attention. Here we go. For anyone just joining us on this live stream broadcast where I'm apparently live streaming from a daycare center, if you're just tuning in, I'm showing Goldfish how to use Camera Raw and Photoshop. Goldfish Brains have apparently signed up for my masterclass that was called Photoshop Wizardry and has aptly been renamed to Daycare. It's called Daycare for Goldfish. Just drop your goldfish off with me and I will take care of them. I will feed them goldfish food until you are done working your dead-end 9-to-5 corporate slave job. Yeah, I will apparently do that. Apparently a Photoshop wizard is no longer has the ability to create perfection. I now have to babysit children that love iPads and Lightroom. Yeah, here we go. Are you paying attention? If you just joined us, watch this. Watch this unfold in real time. Today's pro tip, look out for the backs of chairs. Look out for armchairs. When it comes to your flash, you don't want your flash to be overly harsh and noticeable. You want it to resemble more along the lines of the non-flash, which is what this is. So I'm going to hit Command Z. I'm going to hit it again. There we go. Now that I have done that, I'm going to paint this out. This is the layer. Yes, this is the layer with the flash. As you can see, the flash is bouncing off everything. It's creating these harsh shadows. Oh, it's creating these harsh shadows down there. Shadow right there. And as we paint that out, it's making the back of the chair a little bit darker. But that's okay, Jimmy, because we can still make it brighter later on. That's what computer graphics is all about. It's about being a wizard, having control, having physical control over this realm, this dimension, the final dimension, kind of like Highlander. I am basically Highlander, fighting evil in the world, and you are my mortal enemy, and very soon we will engage in a fight to the death using swords. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Highlander. I am Highlander. That is an awesome name. Wow, Highlander. I mean, the only thing that's cooler than the name Highlander is Mr. 10 Million. That's my name. Again, if you're just joining us, my name is Mr. 10 Million because I have over 10 million professional hours in Photoshop. Yeah, you heard me. Over 10 million hours of experience using Adobe Photoshop. You probably downloaded Creative Cloud like 2 minutes ago, and you're struggling to figure out how to install Photoshop. You're probably wondering, how do I install this? These buttons on my screen, are very confusing. There's a giant button that says install. You click it. Yeah. I am retiring after today's Photoshop goldfish lesson. I am literally retiring. This is it. I am done. I'm done. Not because I cannot handle the realtors and real estate agents, trust me. I basically lead those people around on a leash like a dog collar. They're basically just animals on a leash to me. I can control them and have them do whatever I want. They're not a problem. It's you. It's you that's the problem. You are a goldfish. I do not deal with goldfish anymore. We're shutting down the daycare. Preschool is ending after today. Hey, parents, little news flash for you. You're not going to be able to drop your goldfish off at daycare tomorrow. It's going to be shut down. I'm shutting down daycare and preschool and kindergarten. This is it. This is done. It's over. I've had it. And that's it. That is literally it. That is it. When I retire, I will ride off into the sunset, and I will transform into lightning. You will literally see me transform into lightning itself, like a wizard. I will now take the form of lightning. That is awesome. You will remain a goldfish. There's no hope for you. There is none. There is absolutely no hope for you, Jimmy. There is no hope for you. Or little Timmy or little Jenny. Oh boy. I do not blame you. I blame your parents. I do blame you as well, though, too. I despise you, Jimmy. I do despise you. I do blame you. I was not being honest for the first time in my life. I do blame you. You're a goldfish. You deserve all the blame. I mean, really, you deserve all the blame. But it's your parents. When they pick you up, I am going to have a talking to with them. I'm going to say to them, I will look them in their eyes. I will look at their repugnant faces and I will say, did you feed this child sugar 24/7 after it came out of your womb? Did you plop down a gigantic sack of sugar instead of giving this child actual food? Did you just give it sugar all the time? What happened to him? What happened? Fine-tune your adjustment. Again, you're telling me as if I don't already know. Photoshop. That's a problem. Photoshop is still giving me tips. That kind of enrages me. It enrages me in a similar way that you enrage me. Yeah. Oh. You get me filled with rage because you still haven't learned how to use Photoshop and edit real estate photos properly. And your clients more than likely just, they want to wring your neck every time you show up because they know that there is a goldfish at the photo shoot. The goldfish is carrying around a camera and a tripod. I don't even know how that works. Again, the less I know about you, the better. I don't want to know about the daily life of a flounder, of little Nemo or a goldfish, whatever you are. Okay, we have to put a stop to it. It has to stop. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. Okay, this is looking pretty decent, Jimmy. Are you getting anything that I'm doing here? I'm basically putting together a puzzle. Yeah, it's basically a puzzle, Jimmy. Do you like puzzle? No, you fried your brain looking at an iPad 24/7 eating sugar. Of course you don't like puzzles. Why would you like puzzles? That takes a little bit of IQ, which you do not possess. You have made that abundantly clear. Your IQ is basically 0. It's basically 0. This is why I despise your parents. They basically gave birth to a house plant, a rock, some sort of stone. Oh, gosh, a goldfish. Goldfish. It's a joke. 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 Oh, gosh. Okay. These are the basics that I did earlier. These are the advanced that I've already done. There's 4 left. I'm just going to take a break. Don't freak out. I'm just going to take a break from editing, and I'm going to start making some simple tweaks to the other ones that I've already done. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, the colors on this are all over the place. I do not like it. That looks almost perfect. The elderly senior citizen, people playing golf. Why is this not loading up? Hurry up. Jeez, Pete. Oh boy. They're gonna stay there. I don't care about them. They'll be gone in a few years anyway, so they're not really that much of a concern to me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, this one. Oh, gosh. This one's not very good. I don't like it. I don't like the tile, the wood of the cabinet, and yeah, that's probably Probably real wood, not the pressed Walmart wood that you have around your house. Yeah, no, this is actual wood. Jimmy, it's actual wood. Yeah. Wood. They cut it down from some forest in the Amazon. Yeah, and they chopped it up. It's called lumber, and they sent it over here. And then they made cabinets with it. That's what wood is. It's lumber. It's lumber. It's wood. Wood is a material for building things in this world. You are welcome. I'm sure you did not know that. I'm sure you don't know a lot of things in this world, or how things are made, or where they come from. Little Jimmy, little Timmy, little Jenny, take a look at this photo. What's wrong with it? It's pretty desaturated. Doesn't look that great. The cabinets, the drawers down here, it's all wonky. It's very wonky. So let's hit the auto function over there. That looks a lot better already. Look at this. I like that green that it added. It made it a little bit warmer. I really do like that. Yes, I do like that. I'm not even going to bother painting that in. I'm just going to click it. Take it down to like 64%. I'm going to add a little bit of saturation to the cabinets. Yeah. Okay. Flatten the image. Merge visible. Before, after. Boom. That's an improvement. It's not perfect. It's okay. We're going to be here for the next 8 hours because you take a very long time to process pretty much any kind of information. So, we'll be back to that image very shortly. I'm sure we'll be back. Okay, this one, it's like way too dark. It's a horror house, a haunted house. Scary, kind of dark. Don't want it to be that dark. I'm sure your apartment is very dark because you don't change the light bulbs on anything. And you probably just sit there with your cats and your parakeets in the dark. Smelling like cat food. It's disgusting. It is disgusting, folks. Okay, this one. I think I know the direction that we need to take this one in. Sometimes it takes me a few times to come back to it and really isolate and target the problem areas. Yeah. Oh, soft brush. Okay, that's a small adjustment. I'm going to leave it there. Let me see. Yes, that is an improvement. And I'm just going to keep building and building and building upon it. And in order to make this just a little bit cleaner, maybe I could grab this. There we go. And maybe I can grab that reflection or caustic, whatever it's called. Refraction, light refraction. That's a scientific term that you know nothing about. Don't worry about it. You're a goldfish. This one. Let me see. Hold on, folks. Wait 1 second. Okay, I'm moving on. Yeah, this one is a disaster. I mean, it's just a disaster. I'm basically throwing up my hands in the air and saying, why? Why? Why, oh, why do you exist, Mr. Goldfish? Little Jimmy, little goldfish? Okay. This one is very difficult to make decent. That's better. I'm saving that out. If you think I'm not saving that, you're a fool. You are an absolute fool. Look at the noise in that closet. It is filthy. It's like your closet. Filthy. Dirty. Oh, vacuum your apartment, clean up the cat crap, throw the cats out, get rid of all the animals that you have. The place stinks. It's not a zoo. It's not a zoo. I know you think it's fun when your place smells like a zoo. It's not. It's not when you're the neighbor of you and all of the wretched smells from your apartment waft through the walls. It's not pleasant. Your apartment tenant neighbors, they hate you. I already know they absolutely hate you. They probably can't even sleep at night because the smell and the stench is so overwhelming. That looks so much better. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. What's not better, however, is your apartment. It's a wretched mess. I already know. I already know. Okay, this one's not perfect either. That is better. This one, what can we do to it? I'm going to call on the classroom right now. I'm going to call on the daycare students. Class, what is it that we can do to this image to make it better? Any thoughts? Any suggestions? No, just blank stares with drool coming down from your mouth. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. This is why we don't have classroom participation, because it's pointless. It's literally pointless. It's the same look I get every time I ask a question. Don't worry about it. I got it, class. I'll do this all on my own. I'll do everything on my own. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're a goldfish. I don't expect anything from you. You are just a goldfish. You're basically a giant sack of potatoes. In other words, you're useless. Yeah. How does this look? There we go. I like that much more. And as you can see, there's so much that we have to do over and over and over to get a decent result. Just like with anything in life, you have to work at it, Jimmy. Where am I at? Powder bath. Close that. Even though you're a goldfish and you have the brain of a goldfish, you still have to try. You have to try. Nothing is going to do itself for you, Jimmy. That is the lesson that I'm trying to leave you with today. But if you would put your iPad down for 2 seconds and listen, you might learn something. You can watch Cartoon Network later. The cartoons will still be on. It's literally called Cartoon Network. It's just crap running 24/7, 365 for people like you. Weirdos that stay up till 4 in the morning watching Cartoon Network on their iPad, eating Doritos in bed. And Cheetos and Fritos. Frito-Lay products. They're not sponsoring us. Therefore, I will not be talking about them. They may sponsor us in the future. I did receive an email from them. Frito-Lay. I do have to get back to them because they did offer a pretty solid amount now that I think about it. Hold on. I need to write that down. Get back in touch with Frito-Lay for massive financial endorsement deal. AKA more money for me. Yes. Life is very good when you are me and not a goldfish. Goldfish have very lame lives. If you want to continue living a lame life, I would say continue on the path that you are already on. And that path is the path of a goldfish. You'll basically just be swimming around in a bowl all day, eating Doritos, watching Cartoon Network. But hey, who am I? I only know about Photoshop and financial independence. A little thing called financial stability, something you will probably never have. Yeah, I have that. Yeah. Again, Timmy, if you want to learn how to play the stock market, you'll listen to me. That's a fact. The stock market, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, NASDAQ, they basically just pay attention to what I do, and then they adjust things in the market. Nobody watches what corporations do anymore. They literally just watch me. They watch what actions I take, and they follow. They follow suit. They basically just copy and paste everything I do. They're peons. They're peasants. They do everything that I do. They basically mimic me. They're like a chameleon. Chameleons are sold at PetSmart. Today's endorsement deal, today's sponsorship is brought to you, this live stream is brought to you by PetSmart. But again, the people at the Dow Jones, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ, they basically watch what I do. They're probably watching this live stream right now. They're buying, they're selling, they're trading, they're investing based on what I say. If I say sell everything from here, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to sell everything. If I say buy $100 million worth of stock in this company, they're going to do that. They're literally going to do that. I am Highlander. And Highlander does not make mistakes. He battles his mortal enemies in this reality, in this realm. That is me. That's pretty much how the stock market works. That's the level I'm on. That's the level I am at. Yeah. There is a reason that I have over $27.5 billion in one bank account. I literally have that amount in one account. Now, if you added up all the other bank accounts that I have, all the assets that I have in my possession, how much money do you think I actually have? What am I worth? Take a guess. Time's up. That was the wrong answer. I am literally invaluable. There is no price that you can put on me. This world would collapse without me. It would physically collapse and financially collapse. Every market is dependent upon me, including real estate. I mean, that was obvious from... That's been obvious for a very long time. The real estate market wouldn't even exist because without me, there wouldn't be anybody to edit all of these real estate photos and make them perfect, just perfection. Without that I create, the houses and the homes wouldn't sell. They would have open houses and people would go to them, but the homes would never sell because they don't look good once you're there. It's really the photos that sell the homes, nothing else. So if you saw some multi-million-dollar home on the beach and he said, I want to see that open house. It looks good. I might want to buy it. When you actually go there, it'll look like garbage. But if you saw the photos that I edited of that multi-million-dollar home on the beach, you would say, there's no question about it. I'm going to buy that home. I'm going to buy that home. Yep. Yes. 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 Wait. Wait a minute. There's something happening here. I'm processing the information. I am processing the information here. I believe that my brain has come up with a calculation. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Yes. Yep. That's exactly what I thought. Let me see. Of course. Of course, it's an improvement. I'm happier with the outside, but this area over here, I'm still not happy with. I'm not 100% sure what it is that it actually needs. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to add a little bit of contrast. Nope, not contrast. Saturation. Just a tad. Yeah, let's see. Okay. I think that's better. All right. Oh, this one. I believe it needs a tad. Just a tad bit of saturation. Nothing crazy. No, don't go crazy on me, Jimmy. Don't start spazzing out. I know that's very difficult for you to not do since you're all hopped up on Dunkin' Donuts and sugar and Cartoon Network and your iPad. Don't go crazy. Hold on. Kindergarten is almost out for the day. Your parents are probably on their way to come get you. So sit down and shut up. Settle down. Class is almost out. Once it is, I'm going to go to Dunkin' Donuts and grab an ice cold mocha latte frappuccino. Hopefully that can get rid of this headache that you gave me all day long. Oh boy, is this an improvement? Oh, I don't know. Gosh, look at the outside now. It's turning radioactive. That's not what I want. The colors and the wood. It's the wood that's always so difficult to balance. Oh boy. Okay, what is this? Look at this one and look at this one, look at this one, look at this one, and compare them. Look at the walls, look at the ceiling of this. It's got a better white balance. This one, not so much. It's still dark. And it needs a white balance. Can I do that? How do I do that? Do I have all the... Okay, I still have those. This is why I make over $10,000 every single photo that I edit. I neutralize the problem areas. Unlike you, who sits there and drools while watching Cartoon Network on an iPad. It is very sad. I pity you. I pity the peasants. Let me see. Okay. Before, after, yeah, crank it up. Give me something better. Okay, that's better. It's definitely better. What next? Oh! Colors are too saturated here. Oh, boy. Let me see those basics again. Oh, jeez, look at this. Folks, you gotta quit distracting me with garbage. Okay, this is what we're gonna do, Jimmy. We've got a few left. We've got a night shot left. We've got a day shot left. We've got 2 day shots. We got 3 day shots. Here's what's gonna happen right now. I'm going to do this one. That's what's going to happen right now. Okay, these have the flash. There's no flash there. Oh boy. And folks, if your photographer is drunk when he's out there, like mine again apparently was. Yeah, look at the motion blur here. Load. Hurry up, Bridge. Load. There we go. Load. Load. Okay. You take forever. Just load it into the cache and be done with it. You're garbage. You're garbage, Adobe. That's it. I am officially retiring after this, and I'm going to go take over Adobe. I am done with their garbage products. I am taking over Adobe. I am firing basically everyone. If you are smart and you want to come work for me at Adobe when I become president, send me an email at mr10million@gmail.com. Yeah, mr10million@gmail.com. Why do I use Gmail? It's an old email address, so it's still around. I figured I'd use it. I don't know. It's kind of like whatever. You know. I'm not going to give you my like important email. You haven't really proved yourself to me yet. You just don't deserve it. You do not deserve it. Okay. Gonna brush this in. Yes, I will be taking over as the CEO of Adobe later this week, more than likely. So be on the lookout for that, and also be on the lookout for fantastic updates for Photoshop. Once I release them, Photoshop will finally be good. It will finally be decent. It will not be a buggy, nightmarish mess. You know, I mean, along with every other Adobe product, we're going to fix After Effects. We're going to fix Dreamweaver. We're going to fix Premiere. Yeah, Premiere. You are on my hit list. Premiere is literally on my enemies list. Yeah, it's so bad that a piece of software for computers is on my enemies list. It actually says Adobe Premiere at the very top of that. Below that is your name. Yeah, you are also on the enemies list. Because you can't learn Photoshop, can ya? Oh, what's that? You can learn Photoshop? Well, let me ask you. Did you make $10,000 in the last 2.5 hours doing a live stream for Goldfish on YouTube? No. No, you didn't. I mean, that's all I need to know. The answer is no. Therefore, you do not know how to use Photoshop. If you are not making several $1,000s every single hour from Photoshop, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I do not know. Again, I don't want to know. You are a weirdo cat person that smells like cat litter. Again, today's sponsor is PetSmart. If you love animals and you want to buy cat litter, go to PetSmart. Go to PetSmart to buy cat litter. Maybe they have some sort of air freshener that can remove the cat crap smell of your apartment. I don't know. I don't shop at PetSmart, even though I endorse them, and they're a fantastic company, and I love everything about that store. I don't go there. It's for people like you. It's for people like you that go to PetSmart to buy lizards and grasshoppers to feed your lizards. Yeah, that's definitely you. You are a weirdo. You feed grasshoppers to lizards. And you have like 18 cats. You probably have a turtle in a turtle tank as well. Your apartment probably smells like a turtle tank that hasn't been cleaned in like 5.5 months because you are lazy and you just can't be bothered to do something. You can't be bothered to do anything, apparently, except shove bags of Doritos down your gullet. You know? I mean, that's all you can be bothered to do, apparently. And stop in at none other than PetSmart to pick up grasshoppers and crickets for your lizard. You probably feed it by hand and think it's cute. Some weird Komodo dragon bearded lizard thing, you know? That's you. That is you. I don't want to know about you. The only thing I want to know about you is how you are excelling in the world of financial success and Photoshop. Do not bring anything to me unless it's about Photoshop or investment opportunities. And no, we're not talking about garbage pyramid schemes like selling knives to your next door neighbor. And conning them into selling knives to their next door neighbor. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about playing the stocks and winning. We're talking about buying properties like this and then selling it to some schmuck for 8 times the amount of what it's actually worth. Do I care? No. Should I care? No. I'm a wizard, a financial wizard. Wizards do not take the feelings of peasants into consideration. Wizards like me dominate the field that they are involved in. And that's pretty much it. That's literally it. This image came out excellent. As it always will. They always come out excellent. This one is still just all over the place. Way too much purple. Way too much purple. This one has a decent base to it, though. That one's decent. Oh, whew. Coming back to this one. Those purples. I'm telling you, folks, those purples are out of this world. Out of this world. You might not notice it. You might see it and be like, looks good to me. Looks fantastic to me. I see it and I see imperfections. My laser vision and eyesight can detect these things from like 2 kilometers away. Yeah, kilometers. Okay. I may grant you the ability to watch me do one more image right now. And then I will more than likely, if you're lucky, I will end today's class and daycare will be over and your parents can finally come and pick you up from preschool. Yeah, I know you just got very excited when I said that. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, Jimmy. Little Jimmy, calm down. Okay. I may end today's live stream international worldwide YouTube broadcast after this image because I don't feel like you deserve to watch me do the entire thing. Even though we only have 2 images left to edit, and then I have to do another final review on all the images, you're a peasant. I once I finish this, I'm going to shoo you away as the peasant you are. I will take out my broom and I will literally shoo you away. I will sweep you out of my Photoshop masterclass. Like you are a dust bunny, like a pile of dirt or something, you know. I mean, that's basically the equivalence of what you are anyway, so it doesn't really matter. getting back to the image at hand here, I'm using several for the outside. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best one to use here. What is the best one to use here? Okay. Folks, I cannot get over how great Dunkin' Donuts is. I mean, really, those mocha frappuccino iced lattes that have only 74 grams of sugar in them, they're so good and delicious. I cannot wait for daycare to get out and have your incompetent parents come pick you up so I can go to Dunkin' Donuts, get more coffee, get rid of this headache that you gave me. I can't not wait. Little Jimmy, can't wait to get you out of my sight and retire forever. We're shutting down the Photoshop Masterclass because you peons just can't grasp what we're doing here. We're shutting down shop, folks, and it's all your fault. What am I looking at here? Okay, again, zoom out if you're uncertain of what it is that you're making a path around. Zoom out. Take a look around. You're not me. You're not perfect. What you do is going to be crap anyways. So you have to put extra effort into everything you do. Unlike me. Unlike me. What am I looking at out here? What? Where does this end and where does it begin? I'm going right here. I'm going to say that's the breaking line right there. That's the breaking point. The breaking point that I have already reached with you. Okay. If this was you, you'd probably be like, yeah, that looks perfect. Send it to the realtor. I think this looks good. No. It's garbage. It's garbage right now. We're still in the process of putting images together. Okay? This is why I need you to pay attention. And stop being a goldfish for 2.5 minutes. Oh, boy. Stop looking at your iPad. Oh, gosh. You are a failure, Jimmy. Oh, I'm going to tell your parents that when they come and get you. This is an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Not only am I going to tell your parents that you're a failure, I am going to demand that they write out a check to me for today. On the notes of the check, where you can write out, like, the reason what the check is for, I'm going to have them write in the word headache. So the check will be in the amount of $9,742, and it better not be post-dated. No post-dated checks, please. Thank you. I'm not a peasant, and I'm not a fool that's going to fall for your scam. On the notes, it's going to say headache because little Jimmy, that's you, little Jimmy, little Timmy over here, the little goldfish gave me massive headache today. Oh, massive headache. Okay. How long have we been live internationally for? Almost 3 hours. Yeah, we've taken some breaks. Yeah, I had to go to Dunkin' Donuts 3 or 4 times. It's still a very long live stream. You're welcome. You're welcome for the content. It's free, in case you didn't know. Yeah, the world's greatest content is literally free. That is how selfless I am. I literally ask nothing from you other than to learn Photoshop. And it's not even for me, it's for your own financial well-being. Because as we all know, Photoshop masters of this universe, of this reality, of this realm, are the highest earners in the computer graphics industry field. That is why I want you to be successful financially. Can you do that? Can you take your life seriously for 2.5 seconds? Jimmy, can you do that? This area is overexposed. I'm just trying to take it in, take it down the brightness just a tad. If I go too far, watch. Watch, Jimmy. It looks like garbage now. Look at that. Look at that. We have to hit Command Z a few times. Okay, the table looks like garbage as well. Get this over here. What if I... Okay, that's gonna look like crap too. Folks, sometimes you just can't have everything in life. Like right now, I can't have everything come out absolutely perfect with this kitchen shot. This beautiful kitchen here, right? This kitchen right here that you'll never be able to afford. I can't make it look perfect right now. It's going to take a lot of effort on my behalf. But you know what doesn't take a lot of effort? To be happy. Getting in your car. Or for you, riding your bicycle to Dunkin' Donuts and picking up an ice cold frappe mocha cappuccino frappe latte mochaccino. Or whatever they have. I don't know. I never go to Dunkin' Donuts. Unless I'm live streaming here on YouTube. That's really the only time I ever go. Oh, and when I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get in my Lambo to go pick up an iced latte from Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, it's delicious, folks. Dunkin' Donuts. Again, Dunkin' runs... Oh! I'm butchering the endorsement deal right now. What I meant to say was Dunkin'... Did it again. Dunkin' Donuts, if you are listening to me, I apologize. What I meant to say, Dunkin' Donuts, was that America runs on Dunkin', folks. That's right. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a quick, catchy PR marketing advertising catchphrase. It's literally fact. It's literally reality. America runs on Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yeah. Boy, I love Dunkin' Donuts. I love PetSmart for all the great animals that they carry. All the pet accessories, like leashes for your dog. They have a lot of those, I'm sure. If you need a turtle tank for your turtle, they have that. If you need goldfish to feed your goldfish children that can't use Photoshop, they have that. If you need a chimpanzee, they can custom order you a chimpanzee at PetSmart. If you want sharks to fight each other in a gigantic shark tank in your backyard, and you put bets on what shark is going to win and kill all the others, you need to go to PetSmart, because that's where you're going to order your sharks from. Trust me. I already put in my order. I literally have 3 coming in this week. I already ordered 2. There's 2 other sharks that are back ordered right now. But the 3 sharks are literally on their way. I don't know when they're going to arrive. I have to go out and pick up a shark tank from PetSmart this afternoon. I am ecstatic. And then I have to get out the hose and fill it up. It's going to be unbelievable. I'll probably live stream it on YouTube. Shark Wars. Shark Wars. Hosted by none other than Mr. 10 Million. I mean, I probably will have to create a channel, a literal network channel on television. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. Wow. It is going to be insane. And only PetSmart can give you that kind of greatness. When it comes to your animals and your pets, the wild animals that people for some reason or another seem to think that they need to continue to domesticate, PetSmart has you covered. they've got you covered. All the wild birds and cats and lizards that for some reason you just cannot get enough of, they have all of them. Just come with the check. Come with the cheddar. Come with the cash. And you can literally get anything you want. They will load up a gigantic Galapagos Island turtle, and they'll put it in the bed of your truck, and you can take that sucker home. If you want a giant turtle from the Galapagos Island, they will do that. If you want some sort of endangered eagle or species of birds, they can do that too. They can do anything, literally anything. You can order any exotic animal you want, all sorts of custom stuff. It's cool, folks. The kids love it. The kids love it. They love the animals. They love all the weird pets that you have to have. They love it when you take them to Dunkin' Donuts before school, before you drop them off with me. They love getting all hopped up on mocha lattes and frappuccinos and black coffee with 50 grams of sugar in it. They love Dunkin' Donuts. They love the jelly donuts. They say, Yahoo! Yahoo! We get to go to school today and screw around and not do anything productive and not learn anything. Yahoo! Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks for dropping us off with a Photoshop wizard that has basically been reduced to nothing but a babysitter for daycare children. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Yeah, again, Dunkin' Donuts is awesome. Again, I have to still review these images. And just in case you were wondering, these are the two images right here. This is one of them. That is a crocodile head. That is literally an alligator head. Again, this was probably somebody's pet. And they said, I love my pet so much that I have to keep its head. I have to keep its head. Yeah. So we're done. We're done for today. Class is literally out. School is out, like the Alice Cooper song, you know. Except it's not just out for summer because I'm closing down the daycare. The daycare is going to be shut down once you leave. And I finally have a chat with your parents about how you have a goldfish brain and you can't do anything right in life. Once that happens, we will be shutting down the shop. So school is not only out for summer, it's basically out forever. So good luck, Mom and Dad, babysitting your children at your dead-end corporate 9-to-5 job. Because I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Little Timmy, little Jenny, and Jimmy have proven to me beyond a reasonable doubt, a shadow of a doubt that they are not capable of doing anything right in life. So Photoshop Wizardry Masterclass is done. This is it. I'm retiring. I'm going to take over Adobe. When I do that, expect updates to Photoshop and Premiere and Dreamweaver and After Effects and even Illustrator and all the other wonderful products. When I take over Adobe as the CEO and the president, things will be much more streamlined. I'm going to clean house at Adobe. And the greatness that you have witnessed here for free will not continue any longer unless you sign up to my Patreon and give me $500 every month by signing up to the Gold Tier Platinum Package plan. That's literally the only way I will reconsider. If you give me several $100s a month or more, I might actually increase the amount to to like $800 or $900. Having said that, this has been excellent. PetSmart has been excellent. Photoshop has just been awesome, folks. Photoshop is always awesome. As always, you know. We've been going for 3 hours. I have to get my energy levels back up. Just like the children on your screen right now, they're screaming and they're saying hooray, woohoo, yeehaw. They're excited because they're gonna get all hopped up on Dunkin' Donuts, jelly donuts, and I am about to do the same thing. So again, thank you to PetSmart, thank you to Dunkin' Donuts, and all of their wonderful breakfast hash brown pancakes that literally keep the world going. America literally would not even function. It would cease to basically exist without Dunkin' Donuts. So, having said that, we might be back. We might be back eventually. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm going to retire. I am literally going to retire. Today's sponsors will stay up on the screen because they are that important to America. Dunkin' is that important to America. I may return. I don't know. It's still up in the air. As it stands right now, I'm going to take over Adobe. Okay? When I take over Adobe, I may have some free time to come back and create success here on YouTube. I may have some time. I don't know. In between the investments that I'm making, the stock market, all the properties that I'm currently selling, buying, managing, investing in, multi-million-dollar beach homes that you can never afford because you're a peasant. I still have all those things to do, but we may return. In the meantime, again, please learn how to use Photoshop. Put your iPad down. Put it down, turn Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon off, and learn how to use Photoshop. In the meantime, I have to fly out to California to take over Adobe. So, having said that, thank you, PetSmart. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Thank you so much. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have today. I don't think you deserve anything else, but we will more than likely be back. So until then, go learn Photoshop, and I hope you have a terrific one. Okay, make it a great one, folks. Really, make it a great one by going to Dunkin' Donuts. I'll see you next time.